journals, and they write each step and remember each stock, and they just can go back and refresh their memories because 2020 is all about a journey of success, and we're going to have our highs and lows, and things are going to happen throughout the year, but at the end of the day we want to end up green. And the most important thing when you have a journal and jot these things down is to be green every day. I mean, that's what you want. You want to learn from your mistakes because you're never going to be perfect. You're going to have your days where your greed will kick in. You're just not trading right. Your mindset is off. You got personal issues going on, so you can't trade. You can't focus. Um, you know, and instead of staying away from it, you want to go trade it because you think that maybe it's the time. Maybe hey, maybe this will change my mood, and then you lose, and it just adds to it. And yeah, and on and on and on. But at the end of the day, your journal that you're keeping of stocks, how they move and why, and the reasons behind each move will make you that better trader. And I think that's really what's important. And okay, so a couple of good things that we did today was PCG. This was our number one pick in the chat room. Our target price on PCG was $11 a share. We were buying in pre-market at 8, adding at the open at 9, and we were focused to 11. The reason behind the move was done in our secret sauce, but overall, the governor of California rejected the BK plan. I think the BK plan for PCG will we get reorganized like he wants. He'll probably like it, sign off on it, and yada yada yada. We just move on. Today, I thought PCG was a buying opportunity, and I wanted traders to take advantage of that. And so, and that's really what I wanted to do. So the stock was our number one pick in the chat room. It was a great win for many traders, especially new traders that came in today to try our room out. And as you can see, the stock was a buy at 8. Here's the 8 area. And you could buy it at 8.50, 8.40, 8.90, $9. The open. I played size at the open. I was done. And you could see the spike. I was done literally in just a matter of fucking 15 minutes of the opening bell. I was done for the day. And the stock ended up going all the way to $10.97. One of the great trades in Awesome Calls Trading. I think we're the only chat room in the world that called this out, played this out, and I think all the copycats are trying to take credit for it, but the call originated from here, and we nailed it perfectly. Okay, and this trade was all fundamentals. Okay, the reasons to buy the stock up. I mean, right here, it gave another opportunity right here to buy it up. Big sellers came in, cashed out, and why wouldn't they? Think about it. I mean, look at this guy. He has 500,000 shares, right? Well, he bought 500,000 shares down here, right there. You see it? I mean, he was loading at the open, right there. So there's his 500,000. So he owns it at 9. Can you blame him for selling it for almost 2 points higher on an open order and making $1 million today? You made $1 million today. I mean, seriously, can't say nothing. The next one we did was Boeing. Boeing was a great call today. I really enjoyed Boeing. To me, Boeing will sink lower, unfortunately. My target price on Boeing is 310 and under. It will create a buying opportunity. We have a lot of um, scenarios going on, and I think what needs to happen, in my opinion, is the guy who's running the Boeing, the ex-CEO who got appointed. He needs to go. I think he is just he's a nightmare for the company. I think he needs to move on. The comments today were, "Hey, we're thinking of just throwing our hands up and saying we don't want to do any more of the 737s and just we'll do something else." Well, investors didn't want to hear that, and they don't want to hear that. Not on Boeing. And analysts are going to start coming out, and you're going to start to see some short-term inner downgrades. Short-term 6 months, probably down to 300, 320. I'd anticipate them starting to come out probably this week. And don't be surprised if you start to see that, because if they're going to take those off the books, it's going to hurt the financial numbers on the short term. Eventually, Boeing will be one of these great stocks that will be back up above the 4 or 500 range. But right now, short term, it'll be a trading vehicle all the way down to 300 and under. So that's what I feel on Boeing. But for today, I wanted traders not to do anything until the opening bell. If it hit 330, I felt the stock would squeeze to 334. it pretty much did to 336 and then sold off, and I think it'll just keep selling off through the week. So the long call was 330 to 336. Next trade we did was MU, and another trade we did was WDC. Both of these were pops and shorts. MU caught an upgrade today from a tier 3 firm. So did WDC. I said the stock would go to 54 at the open on MU, then short it. I also said WDC would go to 58 and short it. And this stock actually went to 54. 18, it did a fat finger at 54.30, and this one went straight up to 58.34 and pretty much hovered at 58.20, and then the short came in. Really good trade there. Two good trades there. Next stock we did was ARGX. This was a winner in our chat room. I'm sorry, AXSM. I apologize, AXSM. And this stock was just a really crazy stock. This one got a primary endpoint met on a face. Now, I anticipate a 2 to 2.5 million offering in around the 75 to 77 range. My target price is 76. This will come out within probably 24 to 48 hours of today. They only did 9.5 million shares. So there's, I think they're going to probably want to dig in there. I think they wanted to get 20 million shares, but there was just not enough people in there to buy the stock. Anyway, they got a phase 3 primary endpoint. I do anticipate an offering coming. So they basically, the way we played it was a pop at the open all the way to 88 to $90 a share, scale in short, take it down. Our target price was $72 a share, and then a nice bottom curl grind back up to the 80 level to keep it up. And that was the call today. And that's exactly what it hit. It hit $72.85, and it was written right here. AXSM, and there's the $72 target, and an ATM to come within 72 hours, 24 to 72 hours. The next one that we did today was BMRN as a short. This was a great call today. We wanted to short in pre-market, and again, this is just a wonderful trade. This one had a study involved, and there's certain words that we short stocks on. And sure as enough, it came all the way down from $87. And we called an 82 bottom, 81 to 82, which is 81.50, and it hit 81.50. So that was a good play there. And one of our great trades we did today was SRPT. This was a great setup today. It was gapping up on the market, gapping up. I said the stock would come down to 132. And then bottom curl and go back up to 137, 138. And I wrote the 132 as the bottom on SRPT right there. This would come down to 132. I wanted everyone to short. I gave them an entry to short at 137. Room to add at 139 just in case it came. But the stock, in my opinion, was going to come down to 132, bottom curl, and go long to the upside. And it did. That's exactly what happened. It hit 132. Actually, bottom was 132.05. And last but not least, we do need to give credit where credit is due on Miriam. Miriam was a wonderful trade today by the great Adam News, who is just an incredible. I mean, it's great enough. I'm providing great plays, but this gentleman comes in and just, I mean, he's off the hook. It's an honor to trade with him. I mean, he's just. Today he delivered MIRM. He gave the news. He went long the stock. He got halted. I mean, he squeezed it from. I think he took the flag breakout around 13 and just ran it. And he was out on the second or third halt. I think halted 3 times. And I actually played it, made $549. And I did play it again, left it alone, and just great call. I got to give him a chart. I mean, there's just nothing I can do. I mean, it's just a great call. And it's interesting now. I can put a great game plan together, and he'll just come up with something, and I just don't even argue anymore. I don't even fight when I'm just like, I'm always late. I'm always late because he's in it, he's guiding it, he's moving up, and it's just I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go participate. And then the things about this though is I like to do size. Like I want to go in with the 1 to 2,000 shares and pop 80 cents. I mean, you don't know, it's awesome. But the spread's wide open. It's a thinner stock. I mean, you got to be careful. I mean, imagine buying 2,000 shares right here, thinking it's going to pop to 23, and it just in a blink you're down 6 grand and you're done. I mean, it's just, you don't like that, you know. But I went right here. I went long 1,000 at around I think it was 21.21 area, and it just popped, and I sold into the pop, and I got 59 cents. I was done. I was like, fuck that. I'm not trying that anymore. And as soon as I got out, it just pulled, you know. So scary stock, but you got to give props where they're due. It's a wonderful stock to play. Anyway, that is today's live recap webinar. It was a fun day, a lot of trades out there, and I look forward to kicking butt and doing them all over tomorrow. So thank you for joining us. If you want to be a member in our great chat room, click any of the act and click, and you are set to go. You can stay in here for a day, a week, or a month. Either way, I got your back. I'll take good care of you and guide you, help you. I'm like your coach. I've been doing this for 16 years. I love what I do. I just want to help you. I want you to be successful. I want you to feel confident. I want you to have a trading journal from the day one you walk in here. I want you to hold yourself accountable for your mistakes so you don't continue to make them. And allow me to teach you and come into your world and help you every day to become the very best day trader you can be. So you can make a good living, do what you love. Okay? That's my spiel for today. All right. I love and respect. I will see you tomorrow.